Hey everybody, it's Bust, and today we're playing a little Path of Champions. And so, in this video, we're going to continue on through Aurelion Soul's monthly challenge. We'll go through 5 levels. We'll try to make it through 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. I had to stop and do a little finger math. I'm not really good when it comes to adding the zeros at the end, or the when the zeros included, it gets a little challenging for me to add. So you gotta break out the fingers. 26, 27, 28. Oh, and 29. No 30, right? Stop at 5. That's how far we're gonna go. But nonetheless, before I embarrass myself any further with my lack of math skills, we'll pull up challenge number 26. Looks like a Swain adventure to where our units get +2/+2, but then they take 2 at the round end, and then the opponent gets a bunch of denies throughout the course of the game. And so that leads me towards wanting just something like Garen. Garen having regenerate works kind of nice with these abilities. We aren't really focusing in on a spell-centric champion, but a combat-centric one, and then having the regenerate ability hopefully works kind of nice against Swain, who likes to deal with damaged units. And so we can come down to this 2-star space. Where are you at, Garen? Oh my gosh, I can't find it. Why are these so out of order? Here he is. Okay. And I'm pretty certain I can upgrade him in terms of the relics. And so he's on the Lost Chapter. We can get rares now. Definitely want the one that comes in and just strikes the weakest enemy, the Stalker's Blade. Works fantastically with Garen in terms of getting him leveled up. So let's use one run. Level 26, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh, maybe we are going to 30. I had to stop and remath it. This is tough, man. This is tough. But let's see what we got here. And so, oh, I gotta remember what these abilities do. It's so challenging when you're running through a big collection of units. He gets the single combats, and then he can the units get a bonus on strike. Gotcha. And so, as far as these units go, nothing too crazy here. I don't really want to work with Jin. He's not going to tie in to whatever it is that we're trying to do. Zoe's kind of okay, but she's not a very combat-centric champion either. And then I don't like playing Rumble and his friends unless we have some kind of card generation, like the Reforge mechanic or something. So let's keep looking, see what else we can find. Teemo's okay. Braum kind of fits the themes of what we're trying to do. And then Darius is another very combat-centric kind of champion. I'm leaning towards just taking this Braum. Maybe we'll get some kind of Battle Scars theme going with the damage to your units every turn. And that might give us a little bit more synergy here with the regenerate on the Garen, the regenerate on the Braum. Could come in and pick up this Scar Maiden Reaver, has regenerate as well. Very strong with the refill your spell mana after the fact. So we're looking towards that. Otherwise, Parallel Convergence is always a exceptionally strong card. I'm not opposed to taking it. And down in the items, nothing exciting without re-rolling. So let's come in and pick up this Scar Maiden Reaver. I think I'm fine with that. We can pick up the Parallel Convergence as well. Well, opponent's probably going to have a bunch of counters for that, right? Let's just pick up Tiana's instead. I think we'll take 2 copies instead of 3. She's not very expensive. It's 6 mana, right? And so I think that's probably a reasonable go. All right, so up against Draven. At the end of the turn, if he doesn't exist, he comes back. As soon as you think he doesn't exist, he exists again. But as he comes back, he does get that that additional spinning axe in hand, and so it would have been nice to have picked up a frostbite or something to deal with him. All right, moving forward, a bit of a scary start. Don't have any bros to add to the board immediately. Can look to say add Laurent Protege next turn, but it's not big enough to kill any of these units. And so we're going to have to play it and then just kind of hope the opponent plays something that we can take down. I don't really want him getting too far ahead on board. Oh shit, I forgot all of our units got +2/+2. It's not that bad, huh? And so let's go ahead and take the Hook into the Battlecaster. It's going to be one of his highest valued units, and then we should probably Elixir of Iron. I'm kind of envisioning this next turn. We might want to both single combat and Vanguard Redeemer. And so, if we... Why was his health so big? I'm losing it. He got the strike, right? So that gave him an additional +1? Huh. I don't know. That was weird, fam. That was weird. Hopefully we'll still make it through this. And all right, so here I'm fine to just throw a block in front of Draven. He can get that singular strike, take a block in front of this other thing. Then I assume he's got a midnight raid. Post-combat, we may need to find ourselves sharp-sighting here if he wants to play some spinning axes, but apparently that's not on old Draven's radar today. He gets a little weird in terms of the the spinning axes sometimes. I guess you could just discard that deny. That's not really something old Draven's looking to do. But very good single combat here. We're going to kill the Poro in the combat so Draven doesn't get any strikes. He doesn't get those extra spinning axes that draw the cards. So why aren't your spinning axes drawing cards? Huh. I thought that was just the Draven thing in this level, was they all just draw cards.
Break the strong, slaughter the weak.
All right, well, I'll take it, I guess. Let's see, Fleet Feather Tracker's looking good. Probably want to get the Laurent Bladekeeper on board as well. Let's just boost our big boy with the Regenerate. See where we can go from here.
Stay out of my way.
This is gonna hurt.
You know, he's playing spinning axes. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. That's an interesting target. You're getting your dude quick attack challenge down. Let's give him a spinning axe. Right, Shiraza makes an appearance. I think we're pretty good at this stage. Might take us a few more rounds to end the game, but looking fairly strong. Might want to sharp sight the Fleet Feather Tracker just to help it stay alive.
Like my blade? Oh, please.
Then we'll go this way. This could be another one of these spots to where we look to just single combat the Bladekeeper into Shiraza to keep him from getting spinning axes, but like, I'm not wrong in this, right? Draven's spinning axe typically draws a card, and that's the main point. Maybe it's because he's not a mini boss or something. I don't fucking know, but I guess we don't have to put as much work into it. If I'm not gonna let him try and get overwhelmed though. And do we let the Fleet Feather Tracker just die? I don't think I like that. Let's give it a sharp sight. Gonna add in the Vanguard Defender. See where we land next turn. We've got him ground down pretty well. Like, it is a bit unfortunate our Scar Maiden Reaver fighting double striking Draven is a little tough for us to deal with, but
We'll take what we want.
I think we're still cruising.
Hey, buddy, what you doing?
Well, that is nice with the strike on the Fleet Feather Tracker, though, taking it up to the extra 2 health. Do we want to kill anything off just to draw a card? Seems unnecessary. This game feels like it's drug on for quite a while, though. We don't have any way to finish. There's our finishing move.
It's killing time.
We fight for those who cannot.
All right, Draven's what the doctor ordered. Or not Draven, Garen.
Stay resolute.
His combats all still kind of suck. I assume he's gonna put the Reckoner in front of Garen, but we have enough ways around that now. Not a big worry. Just gotta keep dealing this Reaver damage. I'm pretty glad we took the Reaver at this point. I don't know how the fuck we'd end this game if if we didn't have the Overwhelm coming through this thing. Alright, that looks good though. We're almost there now. Once we get this rally next turn with
Victory requires a sharp blade.
Draven, we'll be good. Or with the rally with the Garen, we'll be good to go. Uh-oh. Alright. Started dropping spinning axes, and I was getting a little worried we were going to lose our friend.
I'll cut your mind.
Man, Hope y'all are doing good out there. It's football season. It's football time in the playoffs. I've been I missed making a video yesterday watching football, and then we have a little bit more today. The Chiefs play today. My expectations for the Chiefs are exceptionally low. Like it's one of the things to where I would say in years past that it just kind of felt like they could beat anybody. Like they would have games to where they would be down like 17 or 21 or something, but you could tell from the players that like they had this attitude that was just kind of like, fuck you, I'm not losing, and like they would go out and just do a bunch of ridiculous shit. It was like they had this big dick swagger about themselves that it didn't matter that they were facing gigantic extenuating circumstances. They were not going to let that be a problem, and they were still just going to come out and score a bunch of points and win the game. And it's like you watch them this year and it's like they just don't have that swagger. They don't have that feel to it. And I know that it's just kind of like a mental thing, but it's very like kind of disappointing that you see them out there and they're just kind of like, yeah, it is what it is. They're like, we don't have the same talent this year we had in the years past, and they just look frustrated and stuff. And so I feel like they're about a solid 25% chance to win today. I think the Vegas line, which is never a good thing to go by anyways, but I think the Vegas line has them at like a 45% chance to win. But hopefully we get to continue on and have some good games and stuff. But I'm still pretty happy with otherwise. I'm in recent years, I've become a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan to a degree. I thought they were really fun in the Tom Brady era, and then their offensive coordinator for a long time went to Marshall, where I went to college, and so it was nice to have that connection to the back home. And they don't have the same players anymore, the same coaching staff, but still have some of that connection to the Bucks, and I'd like to see them do well. Alright, though, this all seems fine. We're going to get a nice combat here with the Braum strikes and the Garen ability, so we'll put this strike in on this little 2-1 here. It's going to make our Braum get +1/+1 after the fact. That'll make him big enough to take down the Iron Ballista, and then he's got to have 6 health at the end of the day. So he'll survive the Swain ability that... Oh. Forgot about this thing. I had such a sweet play lined up and ready to go. It's like he's even going to survive the Swain ability because he gets those Garen bonuses, but that's some bullshit with the deny. Some kind of Ionia abuser out here. Lame as shit. Ionia cards. Ugh. Alright. Let's see if we can fight through this flipped Swain. We're certainly not going to have the 10 health we need to take him down, but he's going to struggle trying to fight through Braum and stuff. And so I think we'll be kind of okay in that sense. We could look to... What if... Where does this get us? So he doesn't have any mana at this point. We have a pretty healthy life total. If we single combat into the Swain, that's going to make our Braum a 5/8. And then we can take heart Braum. I think I'm on board with this. We'll get a defensive Poro after the fact as well, since he's flipped and he's going to get more strikes in. But I think Swain's the only way that we really have to worry about losing this game at this point. Like if he has the Swain on board, and then he starts doing a bunch of stuff to stun our back line and we can't block any of this stuff. Like, that's the only way I think that we're going to have to worry. But, man, look at Braum out here just big dicking it. Summoning all of these Poros, getting that 17 health. I guess he still has to worry about stuff like Nox and Guillotine. I don't know if that's in the opposing deck or not, but he's out here just swinging it. Alright. All of our 5/5's gonna die, though? Is that the way this encounter works? Yep. That's okay. Ooh, and now a Garen. I was leaning towards just trying to make a Tiana play this turn. But maybe Garen is just enough. We can try and have 2 rallies for next turn. Sure. Why not? It feels like opponents just given up at this point.
This is fun, yes?
Kind of want that Tiana back now. if opponents just not going to interact with us, and I want Tiana on board. All right, let's see if this faces a deny. Sure. I'm pretty sure this one's done at this point.
If they don't break,
Just
they'll burn.
gotta do a little bit more clicking, and we'll be in the next round. Yeah, I'm glad we pulled off a lot of what I was hoping here. You can definitely see the strength in Garen and the Reaver and the Braum and the regenerates in this encounter. All right, dropping the emotes. Sure thing, my friend. Got a big old Braum running through. GG. All right, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We got to do 5. going through 30. Let's get this updated. Hopefully the rest of these encounters don't take as long. That was it never felt like we were at risk of losing that one, but it was just a real grind in terms of actually getting the damage dealt. If we weren't getting the rallies off of Garen or whatever, it was kind of tough. So one thing for the viewers, I haven't played through these enough. Looking at the challenges, there was both 26 and 27 that were open. Do you have to do 26 to unlock 28? So can we just do 27 and then it'll unlock the next one? Or do we actually have to do both? I was kind of curious how that actually works out. But nonetheless, up against Lee Sin in this, the player's first Targon card costs 1 less, sure thing. And then when the foe attacks, you give our units -2 attack. And so I don't know if we have any 3-cost or 3-star Targon champions at this point. Might just run at it with Set. Bye, Kaisa, Yasuo. Nothing. Bard could kind of fit the bill. No. At the end of the day, I guess if we want to think about it, we're just going to be up against Lee Sin. And I would kind of like to have, stuns and recalls and stuff. So Ionia seems pretty reasonable. I'm not certain how strong our Set is at this point or what's in his deck. He has Tag Out, which counts towards what we need. And that's it. Fuck it, YOLO. We know what we're looking for, though. Just find an answer to Lee Sin, and I think we'll be okay. Also trying to do just big bout security combos with this deck. So in here, none of this stuff really plays to the theme. If we want to find something that answers Lee Sin, none of that was it. Winter's Touch. Oh, that's the ramp card. I thought that was the Frostbite thing. That's not it. So let's just keep rolling. Anything useful in here? Sejuani kind of counts. You can Sejuani the Lee Sin, but doesn't quite do what I want. Take Lee Sin into Lee Sin, right? You say, "Yo, dog, I heard you like to challenge, so I got a challenger for your challenges." Yeah, let's keep rolling. Felios kind of works. Right, you can Gravitum the Lee Sin. I'm not into any of this. Let's just keep rolling. All right, Bard. Bard with the stun. That's exactly that's exactly it, huh? So what this path look like? Incisive Tactician, I don't remember what he does. I don't know if he gives you rallies or what the deal is, but I think we'll just push on towards the champion item chest. So in the spells chest, what do we got? Nothing that fits in our theme. The gruesome theater doesn't quite deal enough top-end health, and then the risky venture doesn't kill anything. I think I am okay with this Flash of Brilliance, though. Getting to play it for free, essentially, and then also getting a follower out of it doesn't seem that terrible. And then as far as the items go, I don't think Set really needs Regenerate. Colossal Hammer is probably just the way to do it. Make him big enough to try and challenge down a Lee Sin. Alright. Standard Lee Sin, so when the foe attacks, they get two resonating strikes in hand. They cost 0. We don't have any Targon cards, man. That's that's a bit of a bummer. Alright, let's just take the full mulligan. I'm curious if we shouldn't just hang on to Set because he's so important, but let's dig for a cheaper play. I think our only cheaper play is Bird. Not a lot of early game synergies between this stuff. What's our Set ability? When you spend 6 mana and a round, your allies get 2/2. After you spend 12 mana, you rally. Then a round start, create a coin. Okay.
Stand firm.
Nice.
Protect them.
2 coins.
Master yourself.
He's on board already.
Master your enemy.
Let's just pass. I think as long as you don't get too interacty with Lee Sin, he won't actually cast any of these spells. So we can let that piece happen. Now we can roll forward and try and get into our set angles here.
What's today's lesson? Ready, willing, and learn.
All right, not bad. Yeah, I think we'll be okay after this turn. Got to see how much Set we're going to try to build up to.
You've been in my thoughts.
Oh, Lee, you always did think too much.
I was trying to think if we want to go for like the big combo turn. Instead of chasing after Set, we can look to just do big bout securities next turn. Okay, you did a bunch of stuff that doesn't matter. There you go. Keep boosting your Lee Sin, my dude. Keep boosting. So, I mean, what are the chances next turn that we can open attack with Set and just kill Lee Sin? Right? It's got to be pretty low. Does he get the stuff at round start? When the foe's units attack, you create the 2 resonating strikes. I don't know. It just feels like we get really close there.
I'm the boss. That's all there is to it.
The dragon speaks through me.
Then let it roar.
Well, so far so good.
Looks like a full house. Nice work.
What's our
And
mana
what a
spend for the
curious
turn?
smile.
Is there something that tells me? I certainly haven't kept track. He plays these dumb Ionia cards. So we've played 5, 8, 9. So the next bout security we play is going to give us a rally.
Beat losers, you, me, in the ring.
Rip Lee Sin. That's pretty cool.
Looks like a full house. Nice work. And would it kill you to smile?
All right, so there's the rally. Now, not quite a master of these dumb cards. Is trying to see. I know that we have place our bets in hand and we can fill up more coins that way, but I'm not certain if we're gonna have the mana work out right to get the next security on board.
Next. Welcome to the arena.
I feel like it's probably not going to matter. Although, if we want to be spending 12 mana next turn to get a rally, probably just need to start passing at this point. Alright, I think we're good to go. It's a little sloppy. I'm admittedly not a not a big user of the Ionia cards.
Bustin' heads.
So where are we at? There's 4. We can place our bets. That'll get us to 8. Now the coin will be 9. then whoever we play now will get us up to 12. That'll give us the rally. And I'm not entirely certain if we're close to the lethal here. We don't have to hook with set because the unit is stunned. Oh yeah, we're there. we're there. Like 49 coming into 31. All right, what a shit show. the things that absolutely nobody came to a bust video to see are me do math or me play Ionia. I guess. I mean, if you need like a way to make yourself feel better, you know, if you if you just like to watch people struggle for fun, then you know maybe it's a useful exercise. But man, that just feels painful. All right, moving on though. Up against Tom Kench. I usually hate fighting against Tom Kench, but nonetheless, what do you got here? All players start with 2 Funsmiths. We'll figure out a way to deal with that most certainly. And then the other one, if the foe has the attack token, they summon Encroaching Mists. Okay, so let's find. I wonder if we even need a 2-star with this one. I'd like to run in some of these 1-stars if we can, but none of our 1-stars are really damaged based. Like Samira is as close as it gets, and she's not going to be taking advantage of Pow Pows, and so I guess we can skip over that. We do have Vagar. I usually like to just save Vagar though because he's so strong. This is just one of the top champions to me, but he's the only one that really kind of fits thematically what we get out of this level. The 2 Funsmiths, I guess. Yeah, the opponent shouldn't really have any ways to set up big damage with those. Like you could start to say it's like, well, maybe I'll just look to play a bunch of challengers so I can get the opposing Funsmiths off the board. But what if we look to say play Aatrox and just starting with those units, and we can start equipping on the first turn of the game? I think I'm on board with that. Let's get rid of the Cannon Barrage, though. I don't think that's going to be necessary in this one. Let's see. Allies have challengers is reasonable. I always just kind of fall back to Stalker's Blade. We do have to deal with the Sejuani in this round. And so I was thinking if they play Sejuani and then we follow up with Aatrox, maybe that's kind of okay. Don't want Deceiver's Crest, although it is kind of cute with the Aatroxes running around, getting the free strikes out of it. Okay, we'll give it a shot. I mean, he starts with some equipment, right? Darkened Staff and the Darkened Aegis. So if we have a Funsmith on the board, we can equip and just start attacking. That's kind of what the game plan is. Let's see if we can't 1-star through this one. This is, I guess, a little frightening trying to take Aatrox into Tom Kench. He does have... He excels against very unit-centric boards. We should probably try to find either a recall or find a hard removal spell. None of that's here. None of that is here. Recall or removal spell. Where are you at? Tentacle Smash doesn't quite get the job done. Still not there. I see Victor, and I'm always like, well, Victor, Victor is pretty fucking strong. But let's see if we can't find our removal spell. Running out of stuff. We got one reroll left. Didn't find it. There is a Quinn. We can kind of play Aatrox Quinn like we're playing Constructed. Maybe that's okay. Re-attack Misfortune. I'm not as interested in. All right, we'll try it. What's that? Regenerate? Okay. All right, give us something good, Shop. You got a removal spell in here? We already spent all of our rerolls, so we can't do too much with these. Look at the doubling dice, though. The doubling dice on the ramp spell. I'm not opposed to that. Darkened Staff thing kind of sucks. All right. I think I'm in. This is a pretty good scout unit as well, but we already have Quinn. What gets attached to the Quinn spell? I'll just draw it. Okay. I guess. Do we ever want to Bellows Breath on our our Darken equipment? I don't think so. Kind of eyeballing this Infinite Mind Splitter just to have a big unit, but I mean, if we're playing Darken, we should have big units as it is. So all right, foe summons a unit, give it 1/1. See if any of this poor game planning comes together in a positive way. I'm just gonna take a full mulligan and look for equipment. We got 4 in here. We should be pretty reasonably chanced to find one. Oh, I got confused. Right, we're not on the. We don't have the bonus mana. Shit. How bad could it be, right? So let's do this. Let's get the Bakai on board, and then see what we can do next turn. Right? I want to be I want to be playing as many cold resistances as we can, as long as we can do this without dying. What a greedy mess we got ourselves into. Alright, are you all out there at home helping? Are you all doing any cheek squeezing at the moment? We could certainly use a good coin flip here. Okay, got 1. Okay, got 2. That's how the pros do it. Alright, we got 3. Let's just do it forever, huh? We deserve it. Alright, like 5. Is that is that how many we got? How many mana gems do we have? We're gonna have 9 next turn. Okay, I'm ready to party now. What a joke. What a joke. Alright, we do have to worry a little bit about dying, though. Let's just block like this. We'll keep the damage off of the Funsmiths so they don't get the bonus from the Scargrounds. And then I mean, I have to imagine we're in decent shape at this point. We'll be casting World Enders before you know it. Just put Aatrox on top. I don't think we're going to need the strikes. Like, this is going to be a turn to where he just goes for Sejuani. And then I think after the Sejuani turn, we can start looking to strike her down. Sure. This gets us close to a good space, right? One strike away from casting the World Ender as well.
Wield your fury.
I think I just kind of want to preserve health at this point, I guess. We'll let Aatrox die, then we'll play another Aatrox after. His 6 damage strike into Sejuani's not going to kill her. I think that's okay, though. Oh, it will. Okay. Planned it that way.
We shall both break this day.
Slow down, will you?
I wanted to just start casting all the cold resistances again, so that we get our so that we get our mana, but we can't go beyond 10. This game's such nonsense. Let's bring some Oblivion. But yeah, the thing that is worrying me a little bit is we only have the 2 Jarals, and then we have the 2 Balakacs, whatever the Bandle City one is that brings to the party.
Across the seas and into battle.
Is he plundered this turn? No, he's not plundered this turn. Alright, so if we can make it out of this round, we should be okay.
You own what we take. We own all we see.
didn't expect you here.
All right, well, if he's gonna drop a Fury of the North onto our Aatrox, we're ready with the cold resistance, right? That's what the play of the day is gonna look like.
I will fight like a proud Demacian.
We just got to get this 10 damage in. I'm envisioning just hooking Sejuani out of combat, and then whatever we have left over should deal enough damage.
Locked and loaded.
Scouting ahead.
All right, got him. What a bunch of nonsense that was. What did we cast? Did we cast 4 cold resistances or 5? Phew.
Great. Now let's get back
We
out.
deserve it though for only starting with 1 mana gem. I mean, I like to think against Tom Kench, you can probably just pull that off to where he's not going to have any early game aggression, and so you get a lot of opportunity to just get those cold resistances going in the early game. All right, let's go with this Deathless Aatrox. I'm still a little worried about our lack of late game stuff. We have a lot tied into this Aatrox, and so we'll have to see what he does. The Overwhelm there could have been okay. He gets Overwhelm on the level 2, so I think the stats are just more important, especially as there's a good chance we're going to need to just play Aatrox and then have him immediately kill Tom Kench. So getting that bonus attack off of the Deathless and off of the Phage is hopefully pretty helpful.
The journey is difficult. These will protect you.
Where's our cold resistance? Not here.
A little luck for those who need it.
I've got just the thing.
You could probably just take all this damage. Oh, I guess our Aatrox will have a bit of struggle trying to strike down Tom Kench if he's not the weakest unit.
Hope I didn't need that.
Uh-oh, we didn't find our cold resistance. This is a recipe for disaster. Don't have any equipment either, so I am actually a little bit worried here. Can deal like 3 damage with the Violent Discord. Just having the single Violent Discord though really sucks. And we gotta draw something useful.
Not again.
Oh, I don't.
God, his hand is just ass.
Yeah, I'm up.
These
I don't know, fam.
gems
I'm not feeling real good about this. This hand was just pure garbage. I guess we can kick off on turn 5. Like, how bad is this deck if you're not gaining 4 mana gems on the 3rd turn of the game? It feels pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Quit your yapping.
Not gonna outgun me.
But, I mean, we can get Aatrox down soon. Play him next turn. Start gaining some health back.
We Demacians are no easy prey.
I was conjecturing your arrival.
Messed up his encroaching mists.
I'll follow the plan.
Not again.
Lock the doors.
It's like I want to put the Dark and Aegis onto Valor, but I'm afraid he's going to just hit it with the acquired taste. So I kind of wanted to see how he spends his mana here, and then just put the Aegis onto Quinn if we need to. He's fucked around though. I guess if that's gonna be your play, you gotta be ready for the find out. He does have another Tom Kench in hand, right? You can see that Bayou Brunch that's in here, right? Yeah, it's Tom. But that was big. That was pretty critical to get the turn moving.
Just like hunting thresher geese.
your wager?
Oh shit, I thought Quinn was gonna survive everything. Oops. Oops. Little whoopsies.
Please, Rick, don't worry about such things.
These jewels are more than mere trinkets.
But I do think we're getting into decent shape now.
Hope I didn't need that.
I promised a bloodbath.
There we go. Picking up the additional Aatrox is pretty strong. And say as soon as Tom Kench comes on board, we can get the additional strikes. Gotta watch ourselves though. He's gonna be he's gonna be capable of getting some of these takedowns. Now this is fine. If he's just gonna give up Tom Kench, I'm pretty okay with that. I'm not certain how Regenerate works with Deathless. If we're going to get our champion back. Something like this, only taking 7. Feels fair. The thing to worry about... Oh no, Tom Kench is going to die. Never mind. Alright, so Aatrox dies, comes right back. What? He was deathless. Why didn't he come back? What did we mess up? Fucking whatever. Why did he... Okay. Whatever. So let's see. Going into this next turn, we'll be at 10 mana, 1 short of a World Ender. Let's just pass. I don't know what we messed up there, man.
Not again.
Lock the doors.
Yeah, Deathless. I don't know.
Demacian needs heroes.
Now he's got another Tom Kench. It is scary. It is scary. Let's take it slow. The way I envision us losing this game now is if he's going to Tom Kench obliterate one of our equipment. And so what we need to kind of have happen is we can start to put the Darkened Blade and the Darkened Aegis down. We don't want to put them on Quinn, because we do want to play the World Ender and then have our champions transform. But it is frightening that if he eats our Darkened Blade, then we're really going to be counting on an Aatrox to come back up. Sure. So do we go ahead and just drop the Darkened Blade? I don't remember how this opponent functions. If they're willing to just like open with the Tom Kench spell. This is a pretty big deal. If we don't get to World Ender here, we're definitely going to be struggling. Okay, he does play it, but he didn't play it on the Keeper. Right, so we lose our Giral. Oh, it goes back to hand? Oh, it's a capture, not an obliterate. Oh. I guess that makes life easier. There we go. Now we got this big life-stealing Aatrox as well. Just gain 10 off of the attack. I think we're in good shape now. I don't know how many times we've said that at this point, but it feels like we've finally gotten there.
Who needs me? Piltover Shattuck is okay.
Listen and learn.
All right, we'll hang on to the strike. This lounging lizard isn't that big of a deal.
Hope I didn't need.
I'm sure there's something for my taste.
What do you see, boy?
You two are a welcome sight.
All right, so I think this one should just be a matter of time now. It's only his. Oh, that will be his third capture, so we need to take Tom down. All right, let's just start hitting stuff. Just hit it and quit it. You know, this one's done.
What is this random magic, Balkos?
We'll even get a third Aatrox for the turn. Can we? How much? 5, 9, 10, 11. Can't really strike down enough and have him not die.
Ready, boy?
Justice
All right,
takes
we're getting
flight.
somewhere. Kind of like those other games. It's gonna take us like 8 more turns to finish this off, but
Met yet?
we're getting pretty close. I like to envision there's a space to where we can just Deathbringer sweep his entire team, but I don't think we're gonna get there.
Lock the doors.
Maybe we can now though, with if we get all these Balakuxes on the board, we're gonna get impact 3 by hitting stuff with the sweeps. Maybe.
I promised a blood
There's the cold resistance. That's what that's what we've been waiting for. All right, he wishes. So we'll strike down Jack now. I guess this would be an ample opportunity to just start dropping cold resistances onto Aatrox to see if he can see if he can't get some bonus health to get this last strike in. Okay, he's getting there. This is a pretty good spell. I don't see why people don't play this in constructed. I don't get it, man. Is that lethal, or do we need scout attacks? That's it. That's lethal. All right. Well, that kind of went how I would hoped and expected. Not entirely, just kinda.
After all these years, I can finally
Made it through. 1-star champ doing his thing. Appreciated Aatrox. Ooh, man, that's taken 45 minutes to do to do 3 quests. Was that 29 or was that 30? Now we're pulling up challenge 29. Dang. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We still got to go. We still got to keep moving. So let's see. Game start, all players summon a Phantom Prankster. That's fine. And then when the foe attacks, they summon an exact ephemeral copy of their weakest unit with reverse stats. So do they not just summon 10 zeros that immediately die? Interesting. I think we can go at this with Gwen. She should have a pretty reasonable thing with all of the hallowed units. I don't think there's anyone cheaper that makes me feel like really confident in the 1-stars like we did with the previous run. Yeah, so let's just take Gwen. Check on her. Still running the Overwhelm. I don't feel like there's any blue level items that are better than Overwhelm for Gwen. She just gets so many OTKs with this thing. Yeah, so we'll leave it as is. As she gets to level 13 or whatever it is to unlock a blue, and then she can keep Overwhelm in the green section, then that would be fine. But right now, I don't think we need it. Okay. So let's see, what are we going to do here? We are up against Lee Sin, kind of that same deal. I'd like to get a recall or a stun or a just pure removal spell. That's all I'm going to look for here, unless we find some kind of like really sweet combo with Gwen. None of these do it. Ooh, lurkers. Said no. Said no one ever. I keep moving on. Even just a mystic shot or not mystic shot. Even just like a flash freeze would feel okay. Rumble is kinda on board. I think this Thresh will probably be okay. He does combo quite well with Gwen. She has the haunted hallowed units that come back every turn. So I could sacrifice those to the caretaker. Those will work with that phantom prankster that we have on board. That's okay. Ethereal remitter into an epic item chest. Let's go for the epics. Why not? So what do we got here? Let's make a deal. All units have vulnerable. Summon the golden narwhals. I kind of like frenzied fighting. This should be strong with our saplings and everything, right? Because everything we have is ephemeral and they're all just going to die anyways. It does mean we need to be a little bit more careful with Gwen. We can't have Gwen just come down and just die to that ability, but I think it's certainly workable. Now let's roll. I always do love this the free mana thing out of the conductor. Okay. Take it. On to Lee Sin. All right. So reasonable enough start. We'll get rid of the Undying. It's like one of the cards I almost immediately cut out of every Gwen deck. And then with these Conductor of the Mists coming down for free, we should be kind of off to the races in terms of just getting a big board and getting big attacks in. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen, right? he summons the unit and then it just immediately craps out. Now, he could have done this, right? He could have cast the... Oh, he didn't have Resonating Strike when he was attacking. He needed it preemptively to summon a 10-4. All right, this is this is going to be something. Interesting with Blighted Caretaker. Kind of on board with the Blighted Caretaker. If we say add the Conductor, and then we kill the Conductor with the Caretaker... And now we just have all of these challengers for the turn. That strikes me as pretty good. So we can take our Hallowed challenge into Lee Sin. We're at Hallowed 1 for the moment. Here's one. Here's one. Everybody else can just attack for sure. Oh, I forgot about the second Hallowed. It's tough to get this stuff in your head when you're just playing it for one game. Like, when you're not at it, you're just grooving through. Alright, but lots of damage going to the face. Ghastly bands coming out and doing their thing. Feels okay.
Master your enemy.
What's today's lesson?
So yeah, we just need a Gwen at this point, and the game should end almost immediately. So let's get rid of our 1 health unit. He's just gonna die. Our ephemeral unit's gonna die. Okay. Did he not even get a copy, or is he just he gets the prankster and it just immediately disappears? I wonder how they come up with these adventures. Did they just put them on the drawing board and then never test them? is that what happens at Riot HQ? You say, yeah, we don't need to test this. It'll be okay. I don't like this barriered Lee Sin. But this is kind of an interesting space. And do we actually want to kill the Phantom Prankster? Because, like, the points of damage it's doing are fairly irrelevant. But once, like, the prankster's gone, and then he starts doing this when the foe attacks thing, they get the ephemeral copy of their weakest unit. Like, then he's just starting to summon Lee Sins. That kind of sucks for us. But I mean, he's just gonna be able to block whenever he wants to block, so. Let's at least make him work for it. If he's gonna block with the Phantom Prankster, it's not going to kill any of our units. That's fine. Probably should have done this different. We could have put. I keep messing up that secondary attack. I'm used to it just being Gwen. It's like you just put Gwen there to the left and say, all right, I guess we're done. You know, she's gonna attack and it's gonna be done. But no real excuse for being that sloppy. Alright. Can we get in for the 8 next turn? Why didn't we kill this thing? Oh yes, quick attack. Gotcha. And Gwen. Called our shot, but it didn't work. It's supposed to work. Right? Are we gonna lose this because our champion didn't show up? He has 1 block onto the prankster. Well, I guess we should say we're gonna lose this because we attacked wrong 100 times in a row, but feels like, man, I don't know. I guess he's only got like 3 or 4 points of damage on board.
Hello, Kaya. Have your wounds healed yet?
I demand a rematch.
Right now we should be doing better. Blighted Caretaker next turn should give us the width to get the flip. Wait, I'm kind of eyeballing this this opportunity to get Thresh flipped as well to finally summon Gwen. We need 1 more kill though.
There you are.
That should do it though. That got us up to 5. Oh, you have a deny. Cute, dude. Cute. It's like we finally get it, and then once Thresh flips, we can get the Gwen out on board. But dude just doesn't like to have fun. So we'll kill off all of this nonsense. Just completely do the entire encounter without Gwen. I think we're in good shape. Just one more. Get to the next attack and we're set. All right. How much is this for? Only 39? That sounds low. Does Gwen not get the attack bonuses? Yeah, she does. That looks more appropriate at 59. Okay, GG. All right, on to level 30. We'll see how long this takes. We'll give it 1 shot. We're approaching the hour mark right now. I think as we move on with these, we'll probably just do them for about an hour instead of trying to do a set number of events. Because if you lose out on an event, then you got to redo it, and it takes a long time as well. I'm not trying to make these videos 3-4 hours long, so we'll see. We're having a good time though. Give it a shot. All right, what is the last one here? Azir, always a struggle. So round start, kill all the units and then revive them. And then the other thing, when the foe gets the attack token, they summon a Roiling Sands. That seems kind of maybe a little struggle bus for Azir to deal with, as the Roiling Sands take up space on his board. But as far as these goes, I typically just want some kind of way to kill Azir as fast as we can. He tends to just kind of fall apart if he doesn't have the stats on board. But we're, I guess, looking to have a bunch of summon type abilities, right? If we're going to kill our units and bring them right back, we want their summon abilities to kick off. Trying to think who that would be. I think I'm okay with Evelyn. If we have like a Vora or a Saltur on board, then they come back on board and resummon a bunch of husks, or even Evelyn summoning husks on her own. I think that's okay. We'll see how often I mess up this Crown Guard Inheritance. I'm very bad about messing up the Evelyn rallies, but we'll see. All right, support champion, what you got? Something to let us deal with Azir. This is not it. Cataclysm kind of fits the bill. This seems like a fairly strong Cataclysm as well. Or a collection of cards with Cataclysm, I should say, but let's just look for a removal. Weight of Judgment doesn't do it. Whirling Death is kind of meh. Thermogenic Beam. It's a little too expensive. Just want like a stun. Make it easy for us, game. I guess that Irelia did have a stun that we just rolled past, but meh. Are these all Yordles with start in hand? First one doesn't have it. All right, keep it rolling. Getting close to the end. Solari Sunhawk could be a way to do it. And we can try and challenge on turn 1,000,000. Yeah. All right, one more roll. What you got for us? Oh, Boom Crew rookie's ready to do it. He's got the Iceborne gauntlets. I guess that counts. We're not gonna have a ton of gen combos, but Boom Crew rookie, we need you to do your thing. So moving on, what do we got? Do we want to just stack this Boom Crew rookie with more items? I mean, it doesn't sound like the worst, but I'm not amped about that. Otherwise, She Who Wanders is way too expensive. Shield Vault is kind of okay. It does give us that stun for Azir, but I mean, Azir still does his thing even if he's not attacking. I don't feel like I really want any of this stuff. Alright, I'm just going to buy the items for the Boom Crew rookie. Does that get extra copies in our deck? Just buy items for cards in your deck. Whatever. Alright, so when the foe's units battle, they make a little love tap. Alright, well, reasonable start. We got our Boom Crew rookie. Ooh, man, I forgot about this round's ability to where he's just going to be like dying and coming back and dying and coming back. And oh man, hang on. When our units die and come back, they're going to lose their husk, right? This one's going to be weird. I didn't think this through enough. Right, guy dies, guy comes back, and so if he had husk items on him, he's gonna come back and not have the husks. Alright, no make it rains, please. This is a very greedy attack with our Boom Crew rookie, but I mean, if he's just gonna die and come back, he's gonna heal it back, so as long as there's not a 1 damage burn spell, he's gonna be okay. What about these Phantom Pranksters? I guess that's a thing, right? Having Phantom Prankster in this round? I like it.
The chains, they never stop.
Look who's come aboard. Up and out.
It's the big time combo, right? I'm pretty certain it's big time.
I didn't do anything. Just leave me alone.
Something like that. We take a little bit of damage. Don't want to risk the Boom Crew rookie. Otherwise, this stuff can just die, and I don't really care. I guess I don't want to lose Vora. Yeah, whatever. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, here's the combo. How did we lose our Phantom Prankster in the back line? What the fuck? Alright, we're gonna shuffle all the pesky specters into the opposing deck, though. The casual's wet dream has been assembled with with the pesky specter out here doing business. Where'd he go? Why didn't he come back? Round start, kill all units, then revive them. I don't know. Maybe I'm losing it. Maybe I'm losing it.
Slip on in, slip on under.
Well, kind of wanted that. I want to get this misfortune off of the board. Guess we could just throw our gen away. Otherwise, like, we can just take a hook in and then hate spike. All right, maybe hate spike is the way to go. Alright, well, none of his units can kill Boom Crew Rookie. He's still going to get to continue on with his nonsense. These other units are not going to get anything done, though. This is such a weird matchup. I messed it up, thinking these husks were going to be good, and now I'm kind of at a pain point. Alright, so it's only the one love tap rolling in.
That's always been there.
You're all mine.
I want to go home.
Sure. I think we have enough stuff in hand to not really worry about all of that. Where are you at? Phantom Prankster. I don't want the Undying on board. It's just going to be annoying and take up all of the space. Alright. Now let's see if our Phantom Prankster comes back. That was so weird, right? I don't know what happened with the last one. It seemed like he was on board. Maybe he got in combat and I just didn't realize it. Why didn't you kill anything? Why didn't he deal any damage? This game's dumb. what else are we supposed to do to describe this? None of the stuff works. Alright. So is Evelyn, she's going to level up as soon as we play her, but these attacks all look pretty garbagey. Attack with his little stuff, I guess we'll do something eventually.
She's delicious, has she? Maybe I'll satisfy her cruise.
Frustrating. I feel like we're gonna win. It's just gonna be another one that takes an hour to get through. All right, opponent's gonna start giving up their whole board as well. That's useful. All right, we've really been saved by the Boom Crew rookie though. This guy has just done an insurmountable amount of work this game, keeping Misfortune on lockdown and then just never dying in combat. I must say I appreciate it. I appreciate the things you did for us today. So we'll get Steam on board and then just lose all of the keywords again. This is so dumb. Evelyn was such a terrible choice for this round. Okay. So let's keep some of these husks around for next turn. I guess we might be in a spot to get a decent summon then. Everything dies. They all come back. They all lose their keywords and stuff. Oh, maybe this is how we lost our Phantom Prankster forever ago. Having husks come out and summon, and then not having the space on board. I guess that could be a thing. How do we just make this game end?
There's power in water.
I thought this game, I was gonna try and get this over in like 5 minutes so we didn't have to play forever trying to finish off the match, and boy did I fuck that up. So I'm sorry. What do we got in here? Pursuit of Perfection? We're close. That's probably what it's going to be for us to... It's probably what it's going to take for us to actually finish this game off.
I will allow for no missteps.
Son of a... What does he want from me?
Is this enough?
Like abuse?
Minus 17 or so? Finally. Jesus. Okay. we got through that round, I guess. Still got to do this again, though. We got to fight some other champion. Try. Okay. I hope we win, just because I just don't want to do this again. We made a mistake in choosing our champion, and it is taking quite a while to fix. Alright, so what do we got? Last Breath Rally is always pretty good. I guess that should just give us a rally every turn of the game, right? As far as that kill off your own units thing goes. Okay, I'm on board. Into the item chest. These all kind of suck. The extra mana gem on the 1-cost unit's not that bad. Okay. But let's see how it goes. I don't know. How this game sequences is beyond my brain's ability to function, and so we'll see. We got the kind of start we need, though. We got the Boom Crew rookie for the Azir. We got an Evelyn. Hopefully, if she can get the one flip to give all of our units +1/+1, she'll just be kind of ready to go after that.
What does he want from me?
I think I knew this was going to happen, and I should have just got waited on the Boom Crew rookie to eat the Azir.
Behold the rewards of your service.
All right, those dum-dums come down. And see, yeah, no, they're they're bigger than Azir. That's a touch of a problem.
Together we are part of something more.
Together, you are children of Shurima.
Alright, well hopefully we didn't fuck this too hard.
Stand down.
Uh-oh, no mana. We're not dead, are we?
Your Emperor commands.
I want to go home.
Alright, maybe if we get out of this turn we'll be okay. That was just ultimately super sloppy, not taking the Azir off the board. Now we're just gonna have to deal with that turn after turn after turn. I think we just have to fix it now. We just have to play the Boom Crew right away. And then we can start in with Evelyn next turn. Got quick attack in here? Nope. Definitely don't want to play Yeti Yearling. I don't want anything to do with these Yetis getting shuffled into our deck over and over again. Alright, let's see. At least, I mean, our guy should come back on board and then eat the Azir. Just gonna be a matter of how else this turn goes.
The world's in a grain of sand.
I'm always ready to play.
Kill off some of these units.
We march side by side.
Just leave me alone.
Does it hurt?
Man, we're gonna have the Garen problem next turn, to where the Evelyn's gonna get the flip, but then she's just going to
My, who happened to you?
we're gonna get the rally, and then we're gonna get like a million rallies right at the start of the turn and not be able to use any of them.
I ought to finish you off.
Right, there's the there's the last breath rally.
My, who happened to you?
Now Evelyn comes down. Kind of want to keep 4 mana up for the last caress. I don't entirely know if there's something we need to be counterspelling, but I wanna keep that option there. Get our second unused rally for the turn, and then now I think we should be closer to okay. The Sand Soldiers are still pretty big, but like having a strike against them feels pretty good in the last caresses. Pick up Challenger on her so we can hook in the Sandcrafter. We are going to run into a problem next turn, to where
When they scream.
Azir is no longer, the biggest unit because of this Chimera. So I think we're going to need to strike it down with one of these Evelyn cards. We could have sequenced that a little bit different, but I want to wait and see if he casts a spell or something first, something we actually care about before we try and get this guy off the board. It's fine. Okay. If we can't get this giant ass Azir picture off the board. Guess that's never gonna happen. Okay, I think we're fine now. We're gonna start getting these rallies. He could play like an Azir Sand Soldier summon thing, and that would be problematic. But outside of that, I think we're okay. I think we're fine. Why didn't we get a rally? Is this thing round end and not... See, round start, kill all units, and then revive them. Was our Evelyn not dead at the round start? Okay. Okay, game. You did have the big summon thing. So let's see. We got to get some bonus health on units that aren't Evelyn. I'll put the Lucky Find on our Boom Crew. Maybe we'll get +2 health. That's perfect. We're going to have 1 strike out of the last Caress. Then Vora has 5 health. She'll be able to survive these. And then we can still get a strike in with the Evelyn spell.
When I move, look alive now.
It'd be a lot cooler if we could actually see what the fuck was happening on the board. I think that's fair. That's fair to say. Oh, we're still just gonna die? Well, we can get this block in. Fall to 2. Okay.
Keep going, love.
Would be really cool if we had a rally for the turn. I don't know. I mean, it was pretty certain. Last breath rally and at the round start kill your unit should have given us a rally, but what do I know? Not enough, apparently. Okay. Let's see if we can do 30 this turn. That would be cool as well. We don't have access to any lifesteal stuff in here, so we just got to get a big health line on board.
Oh, my sweet. I do love watching you work.
So do my victims. At least at the start. Don't waste my time.
Alright, something's happening. Inspiring Marshal is fairly scary. Probably need to strike him down. I don't know. It's like, I'm curious if we shouldn't just be waiting until the next turn, but if we don't strike the Marshal down, he is going to be able to get... he'll get his Azir back through the summon chains.
The chains, they never stop.
Don't waste my time.
You're almost there.
Man, I think we're close. It seems like we're almost there. Attack with the rookie. This is a scary one. I didn't bother to see if we were gonna lethal if he if he still blocks elsewhere, but man, we got there. What a fucking shit show of a round. Like I don't know. I don't know if that ability's bugged or what, but something was wrong with that. Maybe you can't rally at round start in that kind of fashion. That was, I don't know. Everything we did in that match was just fucking scuffed from the start, and so kind of is what it is. We still got through it. You're still here after an hour and 23 minutes of video, so we got to say I appreciate that, because we are there. We're at 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I just counted it on my fingers. That's enough. We get those Aurelian Soul fragments, and we'll be calling it a day. And so, that is going to do it for us today. So I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Hope you maybe learned a thing or two along the way and had a good time watching. This is Bust, and we thank you for being here.